All right, welcome to Smokey Approved Korea. I'm your boy Journalist, and on this one, we are here for some mess. Uh, the homie C hit me on Instagram, told me I need to check this out. I didn't even know Bora dropped something new for me to check out, but they sent it to me, and I was like, "What is going on here?" They've explained to me the details, and that's what we're here to see now. This is going to be about the current smear campaign against BTS. Let's see what the heck is going on. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this.
If you're expecting a detailed explanation of what is happening between Ador and Hype, I highly recommend getting informed about the entire case and how multiple K-pop groups are being affected. This is a channel dedicated to BTS, so I will heavily focus on the current smear campaign against BTS as a result of this corporate conflict. But there is so much more to this story. This video will only address one of the many consequences of this conflict and is mainly directed at BTS's fans' army.
God damn it, boy. Where do I go for the rest of the information? Because I want all the mess. Do I want the BTS mess specifically? Yes, that's what we are here for today. But I'm a messy individual. Where's the rest of the fuckery? Don't tell me there's fuckery to be found, and don't tell me where to go find it. This is just some of the fuckery. I want it all.
First, some necessary background. Hype is a company known for its multi-label system. That means that they own multiple music labels. Some labels already existed before and Hype bought them, while others were created
Broke
from
boys.
scratch. Min Jin was an SM executive for 17 years before moving to Hype, where she was supposed to
How long
clean
you
was
said?
an SM executive for 17 years before moving to Hype, where she was supposed to create and manage a girl group under the sub-label Source Music. However, Hype gave her the opportunity to create her own group under a new label with a capital funding of 16.1 billion won. So Min Jin was appointed as the CEO of the new
Wait, what's this number?
16.1 billion won.
Stop it. How about serious? Siri, how much is 16 billion won in USD? God, stop playing with me, girl. How much is 16 billion won in USD? Nah, fuck that. How much? How much is 16 billion won in Great British pounds? God damn it! The Siri, you supposed to talk out loud for me, make me look all professional. Where's Jarvis when you need him? I want to know that this what kind of money they gave Shorty. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, but 16 of them things though. 16. Oh my god. This is gonna just look terrible in the video. We're here now. We're here now. God damn it. Phone is terrible. Hold on. We can just do it here. 16 billion won in Great British pounds. Give me the number. Why don't nobody just want to do it? Oh, this is getting on my nerves. That's a healthy bit. That's a healthy bit. Okay. She got a fat sack of cash.
So Min Jin was appointed as the CEO of the new label Ador, and she formed the group New Jeans. This way,
Shout out to
she
New
owns
Jeans.
18% of Ador, while 80% belongs to Hype. However, Hype has recently requested Min Jin to resign from her CEO position because they have secured evidence of her planning to take over management rights of Ador on a secret plan titled Project 1945, named after South Korea's independence year. According to Hype, Min Jin 1945
I don't I don't particularly like this lady from the last things that she said about how her influence is why things are special. It's fucking not, lady. You're not singing on the record. Like, do you help arrange shit? Sure. But the cheek of the project name is just god tier evil villainy. Project 1945. I like that.
named after South Korea's independence year. According to HYBE, Min Hee-jin and Ador's vice president, Mr. A, were planning to leave HYBE and become independent by wrongfully obtaining and leaking private HYBE contracts, company data, health records and pictures of artists, and more sensitive internal information with outside financial investors and sources. HYBE claims that their internal investigation showed that Ador's vice president played an important role in the leaking of these documents by moving from HYBE to Ador and bringing with him key information that could make Project 1945 possible. And this plan would have included blackmailing HYBE. As a response to these and many more accusations, Min Hee-jin released a statement and then made a press conference where she denied most accusations in tears and accused HYBE of different things. Among these accusations,
See, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm glad it's one of my bars. It's one of my most favorite bars I've written recently. Crocodile tears on the silk we don't respect. Motherfuckers be crying when they get caught. You wasn't crying when you was doing fuckery. Fuck that. Keep that same energy.
she said that HYBE and chairman Ban Shi-hyuk helped the sub-label Belief Lab copy her group New Jeans while creating their new group Eyelid. In her official statement, Min Hee-jin said, "Eyelid is copying New Jeans in all aspects of entertainment activities, including hair, makeup, clothing, choreography, photos, videos, and event appearances." So Ador states that all Min Hee-jin is doing is protecting these factors from being plagiarized. They refer to these factors as New Jeans' cultural achievements. Min Hee-jin also stated that promoting Eyelid as New Jeans' junior group or New Jeans' younger sister group is unacceptable, ignoring the fact that New Jeans
Didn't they do that same shit to the boys though? All the niggas that's not on the label with us is now our brothers. They're all our little niggas. We're all a family. I could have swore I had like a video that we did from Boris specifically saying that, oh, like we all a family. I was like, I like you, some of you niggas, but like I don't know if I fuck with you. Isn't that the same exact play? Or I don't get it. Like if New Jeans worked and I got 4 new girls, just say it's 4 new girls in this island, just as an example. I don't know how many girls is in there, but let's say it's 4 just to make it simple. Wouldn't I want to send them to the exact same places I just sent New Jeans? Wouldn't I want them to have the good makeup artist that we just did New Jeans? Wouldn't I want them to be dressed as well and as nice as New Jeans? Like, what? This seems like bullshit.
New Jeans was also promoted as BTS's younger sister group. Moreover, Min Hee-jin accuses Ban Shi-hyuk of ignoring her complaints about Eyelid and says that these complaints are the reason why HYBE wants her out of Ador. But Eyelid is not the only group. Min Hee-jin and Ador reportedly attempted to gather evidence that groups Eyelid, Duo Su, and Rise plagiarized New Jeans. A HYBE insider said that
I'm glad I read it. I was like, I know some Asian niggas didn't name themselves Rice. That's not the move. But Rise. Okay.
one of the priorities part of HYBE's internal investigation involved Min Hee-jin interviewing agency staff members of these 3 rookie groups and monitoring public opinion in online communities to strengthen their case that those groups plagiarized New Jeans. In contrast, Ador stated that such claims are completely unfounded. Apparently, titles are very important for Min Hee-jin. She claims that the group Les Seraphim stole the momentum of the first HYBE girl group that was supposedly promised to her.
성진님이랑 회의실을 잡아서 무슨 일인데요? 그랬더니 희진님 저희 그 하이브 첫 번째 걸그룹 지금 준비하던 이 팀은 소스 차기 걸그룹으로 나가야 될 것 같습니다. 그 소스에서 그 사쿠라 김채원을 필두로 한 새로운 그룹을 첫 번째로 내게 됐어요. 라고 저한테 통보를 하는 거예요. 그래서 내가 그 당시에도 제가 솔직히 말하면 좀 쌍욕을 했었어요, 지원님한테. 너 왜 양아치냐? 왜 약속 깨냐?
HYBE accuses a third person of being involved. HYBE alleges that Ador's vice president requested a foreign securities analyst to review the outline of the independence plan and arrange a meeting with a foreign investor to facilitate the sale of Ador. Initially, the claim about this investor was that he went to South Korea for a HYBE meeting, but this third person made sure the investor talked to Ador's executives prior to the HYBE meeting. Chat logs between Ador's vice president and Min Hee-jin reveal revealed that Ador did meet this foreign investor. A newer development being reported from the first day in court is that this was not just a foreign investor. Reportedly, Min Hee-jin actually met the chairman of the company Dunamu and neighbor officials over dinner to propose her takeover plans and pressure HYBE to abandon Ador. This is a bigger deal than Min Hee-jin talking to a random foreign investor because
I don't like what she's doing, but the brashness. Shorty got dinner dates planned and shit. She's doing some fuckery. The boldness in the move we must respect, because not only is this lady catching extra flack because she's a woman, but if this was a nigga, it wouldn't be as like publicized, because we would want to keep it quiet. But because it's a lady, they're gonna be pouring on her. And do I want to pour on her because she did stupid shit and she said stupid shit? Sure. But I must make it known that if it was a nigga, this would not be as publicized. It would still be an issue, but I don't think it would have as much publicity behind it. But because it's a woman, and now we've got a woman with tears, and we can drum up all this shit and like, oh, look at this bad lady. It's like, you niggas been doing all this shit before. Like, did she used to work at JYP or some shit? This sound like some JYP type shit.
neighbor holds 49% of the shares of HYBE's waivers company, and Dunamu is the third largest shareholder in HYBE, and they have the right to nominate directors. So if there are executives who could pressure HYBE to abandon Ador, it would be them. The investors knew that this could be a massive conflict of interest, so they were the ones to report this meeting. Additionally, HYBE claims that the third person involved was the one to propose civil actions against other labels and HYBE corporate. Ador's vice president has denied any involvement with an independence plan and admitted that the 1945 files do exist but are just
Nah, fuck this. Let's she ain't put that nigga face up, but I want the high vice president. Who's this nigga? You ain't gonna get away. Oh, board of directors. Give me some pictures. No, this is not good enough. God damn it. Who the fuck's his vice president? Give me names. Vice President, Wuhan Brothers Corporation, Ham Yoon Sik, who the Suk, whatever that boy name is. Oh, this nigga rich. This nigga rich. His picture ain't showing up nowhere. Oh, god damn it. That nigga rich. See, when you can't find a nigga picture online, it's either because they're too rich or they're fucking smart enough not to be on the fucking internet. Because, god damn it. No wonder she don't have a picture. Okay, fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
just his personal thoughts. Min Hee-jin also denies the accusations. She refuses to resign or turn in her company laptop and says that her conversations about independence were not serious because she knows seizing control would be impossible. She also adds that her contract has contradictions and this bounds her to HYBE forever. I recommend reading more about these accusations and the responses by HYBE and Min Hee-jin because there's a lot more about this case and there's new information every day. Project 1945 involves multiple HYBE groups and way more accusations against HYBE and Ador. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I only wanted to explain the basics necessary to show how BTS became part of this conflict, because this is a BTS channel.
I know we're watching the whole video for the rest of the explainer, but my quick explainer on how BTS got caught up on all this. Them niggas made too much money for everybody else to have enough money to play with, and now there's so much money to play with because these niggas have made us so much money that we have all this fuckery coming out because of the money that we have to play with and the groups that we can build with it, and who wants to have control over the money that those groups are going to generate for us. So really, we are here because BTS is just too fucking successful, and because of their success, now we're getting caught up in bullshit and more bullshit. This is just bullshit. Ah, fuck. This is the one rare time I'm actually happy all these niggas is in jail, because I don't want them having to technically deal with this shit, because it's just bullshit coming out that they're just successful. So now we got bullshit. This is frustrating. I thought this was going to be more messier though.
Although BTS has nothing to do with this conflict, they are now in the middle of everything. HYBE claims to have secured a conversation of Min Hee-jin talking to a shaman about her project 1945 and BTS. Snippets of the conversation were released in the form of a forensic transcript. So apparently, this shaman chose the name Ador for the label, helped Min Hee-jin choose her employees and take over plans, and did witchcraft on HYBE executives and BTS. The conversation shows that the shaman did witchcraft to send BTS away because it would benefit Min Hee-jin if BTS weren't here. HYBE claims that
Oh, no. This shaman lady or person is a god tier grifter. Imagine. BTS is already gonna have to go do this fucking shit. But in the time that she's like, oh, I'm gonna do a spell for these niggas to go away, these niggas go away to jail. And now these niggas is in jail. And now she looks like she's done her magic job properly. But I just seen this meme. It was like all these motherfucking witches in the world, and they casting spells on niggas with 9-to-5s. When we got real corporate entities and wars to fucking deal with, why they not casting spells? Like, it's such selfishness. Even when trying to do something on a grand scale, you're not even thinking big enough. This shit is ridiculous.
Min Hee-jin also discussed BTS's military service with Ador's vice president on February 4th. They mentioned BTS not being able to return for a year, and because this makes the company weak, Ban Shi-hyuk can be finished off. As part of the process of trying to hurt HYBE through BTS, Min Hee-jin also tried to contact the accountant who manages BTS with no apparent reason. So Min Hee-jin was doing all the preparations and waiting for the moment when the 7 members were gone. But to do what exactly? In HYBE's forensic data, there is a record of Min Hee-jin's instruction to prepare for a public opinion campaign starting in April. April comes and the plan is exposed by HYBE, but all of the BTS members ended up going to the military, so Project 1945 starts as planned. First, according to HYBE's internal investigation, Min Hee-jin told an outsider that Chairman Ban Shi-hyuk is actually where he is right now because he copied her. She reportedly said, "In fact, he's copied from me and come this far." As well as, Chairman Ban Shi-hyuk copied me and created BTS. Others say the translation is closer to Chairman Ban Shi-hyuk copied me and created a BTS. In any case, she completely denies to have said this. Many wonder what exactly she means when saying that BTS copied her. This is not a definitive answer, but many correlate the fact that starting in 2014, BTS were accused of copying an SM group about things as common as school uniforms. Min Hee-jin was working at SM at the time, so accusing everyone of plagiarism is not something new for her. But again, this is just an speculation to what she was referring to. Then April comes. HYBE asks Min Hee-jin to resign, and the public opinion campaign is allegedly about to start. A wave of articles accusing BTS and other HYBE groups of different things starts being published by South Korean media. But BTS, of course, is the center of attention. BTS manipulates charts, buys awards, inflates sales, plagiarizes music, and even BTS is linked to a cult, one after the other and non-stop. Baseless rumors are published as serious accusations. This didn't stop for days, but let's look closely at these rumors. The accusation that BTS manipulates their numbers started in 2015 because it was unbelievable that a group from a small company could outsell groups from the big 3 labels. The rumors were so prominent back then that BTS's label Big Hit was brought to court. Big Hit won and the case was terminated. Actually, the investigation made it obvious that BTS's growth was so organic that they started selling well since 2014 and slowly started outselling the big 3 in 2015. But the media was so centered around the big labels that they never reported about BTS's continuing growth. BTS climbed to the top very little by little, but because they were not from the big 3, no one took them seriously, no one saw them as a threat, and no one considered them real competition. Only when they started winning major awards against big 3 groups, the media and fans of the big 3 started accusing BTS of paying for their achievements. But like this investigation showed, BTS's numbers only seemed as a surprise because of all the media play surrounding the big 3. BTS legally cleaned their name, but this smear campaign was horrific. These accusations from 9 years ago are now being resurfaced for no reason and almost in the form of spam. Some are even asking for a new investigation to happen, although there are no reasons for a new investigation. To this day, all of BTS's numbers make sense. They made sense then and they make sense now. Their numbers of album sales, streams, and tour crowds have always matched. BTS's numbers are massive because they truly have a massive audience, and you can actually see this audience in their sold-out stadium tours, or even random events where BTS is not even present. Their fans always show up. This cannot be said about some of the biggest groups in K-pop. Their numbers don't always match. They have millions of album sales, but very few streams. They have millions of sales, but struggle to sell out concerts that are supposed to meet their sales numbers. But of course, there's no investigation for them. The same way, rumors
Yo, the disrespect to be like, oh yeah, this is a BTS thing right here on the left. See how you can't even see the fucking floor? And then you look over here on the right and it's like, Jesus. I could play an entire football match right there with as much space as I see. And then look at all those empty seats up at the top. This is just disrespectful. This is disrespectful.
their sales numbers. But of course, there's no investigation for them. The same way, rumors about BTS plagiarizing music, concepts, and more are being reported by South Korean media out of nowhere, just like in 2014 and 2016. But once again, these accusations are years old and they have already won every single one of their cases. This is not being reported by South Korean media, only the rumors are. A new rumor being shared is that BTS is part of a religious cult because the university they attended has used BTS's image for promotion, and the founder of the university is allegedly linked to a cult. Although multiple idols from multiple labels have attended and promoted this same online university, only BTS are the ones being accused of being part of a cult. As a response, Big Hit, the university, and even the organization accused of being a cult have released statements saying that BTS has nothing to do with them. But once again, the validity of the accusations are not the point of this smear campaign. HYBE showed in court a conversation in which Min Hee-jin says the following: "Whether the Fair Trade Commission investigates or not, all we need is a headline. This is nothing more than a public opinion campaign. All we need is..."
This is where I was going to use the B word. I'm not going to use the B word because in that instance, it would be derogatory, and I don't mean it in that sense. So, this is where this lady is dumb and does not understand the fight she's trying to fight. Public perception is the fight she wants to fight. All you need is a headline, is all you need when a motherfucker don't have quality. If you don't have quality, you can fight your paper war with a headline. But when I have quality and substance, you gonna need more than a headline, bitch. And that's the correct usage. That is how I meant it. Because who care about the headline? What's the actual facts? And the niggas you trying to get to not want to be with the gang need more than a headline. Because from my interaction with Army, let's say most people can't read. Army's literate. They know how to read, and they read past the headline. It's like if the Army was what I would want for people that vote for anything in a democratic process. They vote down ticket. They pay attention to the rest of the shit. So, yeah, the headline don't look good, but like, what's the story say? Oh, story's full of bullshit. Yeah, it's a spicy headline, but you're not understanding how to take the people down that you want to take down. This is just so lazy. It's just so lazy. Like, she really, the hubris in this lady is just, I have an ego. I'm an arrogant individual. I'm like a real, like, hard-headed cunt. But, like, this lady is having me take a look at myself and be like, you can't be that bad. Because this lady's just, she made the Kool-Aid and she drunk it all because she's tripping. If that's what all we need is a headline, fuck off, mate. You're going to have to do a lot of more work than that.
Is a headline. This is nothing more than a public opinion campaign. By damaging the image of BTS, the public starts doubting the actions of HYBE as a company, and many take Min Hee-jin's side. More importantly, by putting BTS's name in every headline at any cost, the accusations against Min Hee-jin and HYBE take a backseat. When I first heard about K-pop, there was a misconception shared by the international general public K-pop is a project created and promoted by the South Korean government. Although I didn't instantly and fully believe this idea, it did create a misleading picture of who BTS is, because BTS is undeniably the most recognizable name from South Korea. From the international point of view, it's easy to perceive BTS as this beloved and heavily promoted group by not only the K-pop industry, but also by the South Korean media and government. They are proud of BTS, so of course they wouldn't instantly believe these baseless rumors, right? This cannot be further from the truth. Like this 2015 investigation proved, BTS was a surprise for the K-pop industry and not a pleasant one. The K-pop industry maintained a well-established hierarchy of power. The big three companies run by businessmen with not only a lot of money, but with a lot of power.
Fuck off.
The big three companies run by businessmen
Who are these niggas? What is this? This looks like premium fuckery right here. It's too many. Yo, my nigga with the orange hair at the top with the purple jacket. That nigga seems like a fun individual. What is this? My nigga with the J jacket in the front. Who are these niggas? This looks like so much fun. But they look like they don't make no good music. Now, I don't know who they are. They probably could. I'm just saying, off of appearances alone, what the fuck was going on in Korea in 2007 where niggas was getting away with this? Oh, fuck. Boy with the blue suede jacket on the left. The little, what's that called? The embroidered whatever thing on the chest thing. I used to have house shoes that look like that. Oh, this is just, it's rife for comedic jokes right here. Oh fuck, Justin Bieber, fucking Bayangs. Oh fuck, I love Korea. This is too good. This is too good. Oh fuck.
with not only a lot of money, but with a lot of power, created
Yep,
an
okay.
industry in which businessmen
See?
with not only a lot of money, but with a lot
This is definitely a bunch of boys. Well, obviously it's a bunch of boys, but whoever dressed them like a bunch of boys from the west coast of California. The west coast of California is still wrong. Words are hard for me today. They look like the style from the west coast in California is what I was trying to say. Jesus. I do like Buddy's crew neck sweater with the 2 stars on it though. That shit hard though. I like that.
of power, created an industry in which they are always at the top. Their groups were the only ones that could truly
Yes, Al,
compete
okay.
to be the most popular, because their groups are the only ones that
Aren't these the
created
same
an
niggas?
industry
Excuse me. Isn't the year
in
2008?
which they are always at the top. Their groups were the only ones that
No.
could truly compete to be the most
Aren't these the same niggas with new styles? Who are these niggas? I don't know. I hate these jackets though. Well, actually, no. I like the second to the left. I like the pink sleeves on that one. That with the all black middle does look hard. The rest of the jackets could go. The all black one it's null and void. It doesn't really matter.
popular, because their groups are the only ones being promoted by the media. This was always like this, no exceptions. This was until BTS appeared and completely destroyed the pattern. When BTS debuted in 2013, their label Big Hit was not even a medium label like many others. It was a very small company that was close to bankruptcy. BTS was their last chance of surviving in the industry, and as you know now, it worked. Because BTS didn't have opportunities in South Korean mainstream media, they heavily relied on social media, and a strategy the K-pop industry dismissed because they already owned the narrative. They already owned South Korea's media and public. But BTS's genuine social media presence helped them gain a worldwide following so big that surpassed every K-pop label combined. In other words, BTS did not, does not, and will never rely on traditional media. With this context, it's easier to understand why the industry is so open to entertain and even promote negative rumors against the biggest moneymaker in the K-pop industry. They are willing to do all of this because they don't have power over BTS. The funny thing is that HYBE doesn't have power over BTS either, so they shouldn't be part of this conflict at all. Out of all the sub-labels,
But Hybe can't. Don't them niggas own some of Hybe as well? Like, be, I'm just to make sure I understand the facts. As I understand the facts, we was broke boys at one time, and then we turned into a super gang. and turn into a super gang. We made so much money that we made this shit called Hype, and we done built this really nice building. And now that we had this really nice building, like Hype is a thing. But like I own them niggas. I just happened to work a Big Hit as BTS because like that's I came up with the gang over there. But like, don't I own this shit at the top as well? Isn't that how that works? Like, not saying that Boris saying that like Hype doesn't control them in that way. It's more so like, don't they control themselves because they own Hype? Isn't that how that works? So all this other shit that's happening is really because BTS is saying it can happen, and like we gave niggas jobs. Like that's how I look at it. Like we gave everybody on this piece of paper in front of me or on the screen in front of me. None of you niggas have jobs if I don't sing, dance, and skip to the loo. Like nobody got jobs without me. Like Hype don't exist unless I go make 3% of a GDP as BTS. Now you niggas got jobs. That's how this works. No? Or somebody y'all gonna tell me in the comments when this comes out. But I swear this is how this works.
Big Hit Music is the only independent and unlisted label in Hype. In theory, Hype and Ador can destroy each other to pieces, and Big Hit would survive. But that is not really the point. The downfall of Hype is an opportunity to proclaim the downfall of BTS and the rise of the Big Three, as things should be. It's the same story from the Western music industry. The Big Three creates, promotes, and celebrates its own artists. Everyone else is treated as an obstacle. South Korean media, or the Big Three in particular, is very salty about BTS becoming the most successful group without their help, so they are more than willing to share baseless rumors. But it's only them. As you can see, the legal battle between Hype and Jin is being reported by international media, but the smear campaign against BTS is not. This is because the legal battle is real, but the rumors against BTS come from nothing and have no evidence, so there's no single accusation to take seriously. These old Twitter accounts with 0 followers are not sources. The only ones who are willing to take these comments as serious accusations are South Korean media. And again, this is not new. It happens to BTS a lot because they are the biggest quote-unquote enemy. But South Korean media has previously facilitated smear campaigns against multiple artists. One example I think it's important to talk about is the smear campaign against Tablo from the group Epic High, because he's one of the few who have been very outspoken about it. Random people online accuse Tablo of lying about graduating from Stanford University. These random online accusations became front.
Fuck off. This nigga makes songs. Who care what fucking school he went to? What? You niggas ain't got nothing better to do? Let this nigga say he went to... That nigga could have said he went to the University of Mars. Who cares? You heard the song? I know this isn't for boy at all. It's just more so for like just dumb motherfuckers. We have a smear campaign on a nigga because he might have lied about what college he went to. Oh, shit. I like petty, but Jesus Christ, is this petty?
Graduating from Stanford University. These random online accusations became front-page news in South Korea. Tablo posted his university transcripts, but South Korean netizens did not believe him, and the accusations only intensified. So Tablo visited Stanford University and made a documentary in which he had the university registrar reprint his documents, while Stanford professors attested to the validity of the documents, all on camera. Additionally, the university and the police provided proof that he graduated from Stanford. But like I said before, it doesn't matter how ridiculous the accusations are. It doesn't matter how much proof you give or how many investigations you win. Smear campaigns in South Korea are aggressive, and there's
I don't know. I'm gonna let her finish her bit.
or how many investigations you win. Smear campaigns in South Korea are aggressive, and there's nothing to stop them. Tablo said, Black Mirror wasn't out yet, but I felt like this was some horror sci-fi thing where the entire country I had been living in collectively agreed to basically mind me. Nothing I would say would be accepted as truth, and they have collectively agreed to be delusional. It's either they are delusional, all of them, or I'm delusional. Can you understand now why the current smear campaign?
And this is why I'm happy that the boys are not here to have to deal with none of this shit, because it don't matter what the fuck you say, what you do, if the fucking rumor or the lie is loud enough, niggas gonna believe it. However, how time works, you could keep believing that lie and go ahead and enjoy your existence in that fake reality. Cause bitch, I'm still out here making money. I'm still dropping #1 records. I'm doing what the fuck I want to in the real reality. Not the lie that you want to tell about me, but in the real reality. And this is where, not J. Cole's current beef situation, but there was some rumor that came out about that nigga time ago. And it was just like, why you ain't dealing with it to clear it up? And he's like, why would I do that? Like, whatever I say is not going to matter, and you're going to believe whatever you want to believe. And granted, in America, the coffin of public opinion is much larger, so it's harder for us to get like drawn into the shit. But in South Korea, it might be a lot harder to just randomly ignore it. But like, yeah, fuck that shit. Let them people believe what they want to believe about you. That shit don't do nothing. I promise you. Like, fuck them people. And why I say fuck them people is because at the end of the day, nigga, if you don't know me, you don't know me. You can believe what you want. I'm going to go do me, and I'm going to enjoy my day.
Against BTS, as silly as it sounds, is mentally draining for BTS and the fandom. BTS confessed that the previous smear campaigns against them nearly made them break up.
저는 이 상을 받아도 울었을 거고 안 받아도 울었을 것 같아요. 올해는 너무 많은 고생을 했기 때문에
저희가 올해를 보내오면서 조금 힘든 일들도 있을 수도 있잖아요. 저희가 그런 일들을 겪어오면서 저희끼리 모여서 얘기하면서 뒤돌아보는 시간들이 좀 있었던 것 같아요.
올해 초에 저희가 되게 심적으로 많이 힘들었었어요. 그래서 저희끼리 얘기를 하면서 해체를 할까 말까 고민도 했고 근데 다시 마음을 정말 다잡고
Just like Taulo said, it was exhausting for BTS to deny and win their cases, all for the smear campaigns to continue.
뭐 언급하지 않아도 팬분들이 다 아실 텐데 아 그게 아닌데 하면서도 엄청 속상하고 그랬거든요.
Now the BTS members are not even here to defend themselves. Now it's the most convenient time for these accusations to be spread. So, do you really think this is not a planned attack, part of the public opinion campaign from April? Do you really think being discovered would stop her plan after doing witchcraft and planning for this exact moment? BTS cannot defend themselves because right now they are not civilians. They are enlisted in the military, and Ming Yijing knew this. According to forensic data, she waited for the exact range of time when all the 7 members wouldn't be present to start her independence plan. So although they cannot respond as civilians right now, BTS's response through their label is that because this is a movement that has become excessive, they are now engaging with a new separate legal team especially dedicated to sue every person defaming and slandering them. Big Hit even said that it won't matter if the people defaming BTS retract their words by eliminating their comments or articles. That's how serious they are taking this case, and that's how bad the comments are. We can already.
My one issue with this is you wasting my good earned money. Like, my money that I sing and dance for is getting wasted on this fuckery. Like, what's gonna actually happen? Niggas spend 2 to 5 years in jail. Does that help? The lie already out there, and now I wasted some money and I put somebody in jail. It's like when I see district attorneys in America prosecuting for like marijuana or like for fucking like prosecuting sex workers and shit. Nigga, don't waste my money on that. We got real murderers out here. Like, niggas out here sex trafficking. Like, people that are actually needing to go to jail. You wasting my money on this shit. It's just how I feel. I feel like it's a waste of money. Like, we could just do other shit. Like, whatever it's going to cost to pay for a law firm or for whatever legal strategies or retainers that we're going to be paying for. Nigga, I'm going to start a charity or something. Like, talk bad about me all you want. I'm going to be doing so much good shit with this good ass money that it don't matter. It don't. This seems like a waste of money. Like, I don't live in Korea though, so I don't know how effective within the Korean society this would be, but in an American society, the one I have to use my brain to think of when I'm making the points I'm making, like, nigga, you just wasted all my money. Like, that's at least 30, 40 M's up in smoke. We paying for people's kids to go to college. I could have just used that money to pay for kids to go to college. Like, what? Fuck. Korea seems like such a mad place. Such a mad place. I don't even know if I'm allowed to go there now. All the shit I be talking. Oh, I step off a plane, they put handcuffs on my black ass.
Already sees some of the results, as certain media outlets are firing writers and systematically deleting posts. However, many feel like this is not enough. BTS will come back and the media will appropriate their achievements once again while ignoring all the damage they helped create. Just like always, the South Korean entertainment industry will ask BTS to represent them and promote K-pop as a whole whenever they have the opportunity. Remember that the South Korean government not only investigated BTS back then, but also pushed BTS to represent the country multiple times. BTS wanted to start their military service around the summer of 2022, but the government begged them to become ambassadors for the World Expo 2030, to the point of contacting the parents of the BTS members so they could convince them. Again, for the media and the public, BTS had to accept. BTS canceled their plans of starting their military service during the summer. They accepted to become ambassadors and perform a free concert to help South Korea win the bid for the World Expo. They changed all of their plans just for the government to leave the responsibility of the concert to BTS. If the concert was a disorganized mess or ended up in tragedy, you can guess who the media would blame. So BTS had no other choice but pay themselves to have a safe, free concert for their government. When is this going to stop? Will South Korea ever have the backs of BTS, or will they forever be jealous of the group that didn't need them to succeed?
The government is going to government until governments don't exist, which that ain't gonna motherfucking happen. Because people seek order and the hierarchies of power. It doesn't matter where the fuck you go. It just happens. Like, I don't know why we just do shit like that, but that's what happens. Like, they will forever be asked to do this shit until they fucking die, because it's just what's good for the country. And they're smart enough businessmen and care enough about their country that, fuck it, you fucked me over, but do I still love my country despite all its ugly sides? It's the same reason why when I'm fucking out and abroad, people are like, oh, but like, doesn't America suck? No, America does not suck. America's dope as shit. However, is there bad shit that goes on in America? Yeah, but do I then not want people to enjoy the better parts of America, or do I not want to tell the better things that happen in America, or do I not do things so there can be better things in America? And that's the whole point of why these niggas gonna keep doing this shit, and the government's gonna keep doing their shit, and it'll never change. Because why? Government's gonna government, and shit, people love where they fucking come from. It's just how it goes.
Without getting alarmed, you need to know this. Out of all these smear campaigns against BTS, this is one of the worst ones. Maybe not the worst, but it's definitely one of the most baseless and aggressive. And we need to expect more rumors to come in the upcoming weeks, because Jin and HYBE have been in court for just one day. All kinds of accusations against the biggest group in the world are normal. But now it's an organized effort, and BTS are not here to defend themselves. BTS has cleaned their name time and time again with previous smear campaigns. They have defeated every single accusation, but that doesn't matter. By creating new rumors and bringing all the previous accusations at once, even if they are 100% debunked, BTS's image is put in question. The accusations will be on the front pages, and that's all they need. In times like this, there's no general public who will listen and applaud them. All they're going to do is jump on the hate train like they always do. Because the media is spreading this hate campaign so aggressively and the general public is consuming these rumors, the only ones who can defeat these narratives are the fandom. So now more than ever, it's important to bring back the small fandom mindset we had in previous smear campaigns. Aggressive rumors are only defeated with aggressive support. That's the only thing that can drown the rumors right now. That was the force that made BTS survive their previous smear campaigns and become as big as they are now. BTS had no one in the industry supporting them, and for new fans who met BTS as mainstream BTS, it can be hard to accept that to this day, BTS continues lacking industry support. And BTS has clearly said that they wanted to break up in 2018 because they couldn't stand this treatment. So please take this smear campaign seriously. We know that BTS will be celebrated as the nation's pride when they come back in 2025. They will be asked to represent the country and their achievements will be considered K-pop's achievements. But don't forget this moment. Just like with the smear campaigns from 2015, 2017, and 2018, let BTS know that we are here and we know the truth.
All right. In all of this, it also where I currently live, staying in Scotland. This just reminds me of what it feels like for a Scottish person. When Scottish people win, because it's a part of the UK government, it's a British win. No, it's not, nigga. Scotland did something. Just like when BTS does something, it's going to be a K-pop win. But we all know, nigga, that's a BTS win. Is it the unfortunate bedfellows we have? It is, and it's sad. However, if you're a BTS fan, at least to me, especially I'm new. I'm very new to the fandom, part of the gang and all that. But I don't give a shit. Unless we got accusations like what Kendrick and Drake are dealing with, these niggas, you can't tell me nothing. I know that they don't buy records and all that shit, but if it came out, I wouldn't give a fuck. Why? Because yeah, you goddamn right. I bought my own records for good music, but they don't do that. They just put out good music. Like they're unproblematic individuals. Like I don't see something really coming up at all that I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't listen to these niggas. You know what's gonna be the problem? When these niggas don't put out good music. And currently, that's not their issue. So smear away if you want, but I'm not gonna give a fuck. And people that really like them ain't gonna give a fuck. And people that are of a reasonable mind are also not gonna give a fuck. Like this is for it's like the small vacuum of people on the internet with no fucking life are the people that are getting all the attention that is then turning this into a bigger thing. It's like my last example, when Glorilla first came out, she had that FNF, and I did a reaction to that. You can see it on the channel. But I said, for all you hating ass niggas, y'all gonna make these motherfuckers, this little girl famous. And what happened? These niggas were hating on a girl for being single, independent, doing whatever the fuck she want to do. And now look at it. Now it's, yeah, Glow. And I called the whole fucking trajectory because people that want to hate on something and there's no base to it are only going to make it inflamed and make it larger and something even bigger than you can not you can't take it down. It's like hating on Floyd Mayweather. All you motherfuckers is watching fights every fucking year to hope that nigga lose, and what happened? That nigga don't lose, and we just keep making more motherfucking money, and that's what's gonna happen here. BTS is gonna keep making more money. The niggas is gonna keep making good songs, and that's the end of it. Sorry to say, you fucked up. You are trying to fight a losing fight with niggas that you can't fight against. Like, I'm sorry. That's my 2 cents on it. That's what I have to say. What you think? Okay, then go support the team. Go support the team. I can't wait for the boys to be home. Shout out to Bora. She always does an amazing job. I love the whole video. It's just more so the South Korean media, like, they just don't make no motherfucking sense. People on the internet don't make no goddamn sense. This was messy, but it wasn't the right kind of mess. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Like, what are you doing? Like, that lady had damn near $10 million at her fingertips and fucked it off just being a hater. To then just these people are just fucking frustrating. This don't make no sense to me. All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's the end of my ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to Bora. Shout out to C for putting me on to this. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.